Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dandrew Streams. I'm Dandrew, this is the stream, and these are my friends. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons. If you don't know what that is, unfollow me, unsubscribe. What are you even doing here? No, if you don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, you should play it. It's fun. It's a role-playing game. A role-playing game that requires a dungeon master to lead us through this incredible story. And our dungeon master is right above me. Tori, I'm gonna hand you the wheel so that you can sail us to the story. You ready to catch? 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. I hope you are all having a wonderful, fantabulous Friday. I am Tori, and I am the Dungeon Master for Skyheart. Today's theme, as it is Friday the 13th, is spooky makeup, so hence this. So to give you guys a little bit of a recap of last time we played Skyheart, the group infiltrated the Bronze Devil Company hideout, home of Gavik, how do I say this? A not nice person. He was notorious for disappearing people, stealing people off the streets, trafficking them. Just overall, really solidly bad dude. Zigsil had personal beef with him, as Gavik was responsible for the death of Zigsil's family. The group gathered together, they gathered their forces, and they were able to defeat Gavik, but barely. I forgot to mention, it was said to the group that Bird Digit had gone missing.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yes. So,
Is it bad that I
before we get started,
Oh shit, sorry.
I just want to really quickly introduce everyone. I was supposed to do that first, but it's Freaky Friday. So we're going to start with Dandrew. Introduce yourself and who you play.
Hi, my name is Connie. I play Carva. Carva's a dwarf. She has the highest HP of the party, which is weird. No, I'm Dandrew. This is my stream. If you don't know who I am, you should follow to get to know me better.
Beautiful. Who do you play?
I play a cow that doesn't like wearing a shirt. His name's Digit. He wears half a shirt. And he's a Way of Empathy monk who not only punches things, but heals with his hands as well. And he's been trying to figure out what this butterfly is for 11 sessions now.
Is he any closer to solving the mystery?
He's still pretty certain he's dealing with a pigeon here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no.
All right. Next up, we have Beth. Please introduce yourself and who you play.
Hi, I'm Beth, or Bethany, whichever. I don't care. I play Selfie, oh my god, College of Eloquence Bard. Ironic, I know. She is old. She used to live on the surface when it wasn't bad. And then things got bad, and now she's up in the sky, and we're just here for stuff. That's what we're here for.
Excellent. Up next, we have Shmolian. Please introduce yourself and who you play.
Hi, I am Shmolian. I play Zixel, Vengeance Paladin. And last time we delivered vengeance, so he's feeling pretty satisfied about that.
All right. Now we have Connie.
Hey everyone, I play Carva, a dwarf thief rogue. She's quick with her daggers, she's very quiet and sneaky, and she's running around with this group trying to figure out how she can make the world a better place, because there's a lot of mean people in this world.
Excellent. And now we have Liam. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is excuse me. Hi, my name is Liam. I play the half-elf artificer, V. His whole shtick is that he is a cocky bastard that likes making things. And he basically wants to be able to make things that he wants, and thus kind of hates a lot of the authoritarian people that exist in this world, because they make that difficult.
Fantastic. Well, with that, we are going to pick up where we left off. In a room full of dead bodies.
Whoa.
Gavik's body lies at your feet. And I'm going to switch you guys to a different map. While we're doing that, Connie, would you explain what Divine Intervention is?
Yeah, Divine Intervention is a way for you live viewers to interact with our game. So whenever we reach a Divine Intervention, Dandrew, during the next stream, will put up a poll, and you guys get to vote to invoke. You get to invoke a god, one of the gods of Skyheart, one of the gods of our world. Let me put up a link here in chat. That URL will take you to a list of all of the gods of our world, so you can peruse the list and vote. Vote which god you wanna have us do something with, or have them do something to us.
Yep. Vote to invoke. Thank you, Connie, as always. You're my hero.
Oh,
You're
no.
welcome.
All right. You guys are in a room full of corpses. Beaten, broken. Zixel, your ward, the person you've gone after for years, lies dead at your feet. What do you all want to do?
Well, probably kind of just look at Gavik's corpse and then just kick it a little bit. And you're like, justice served. And then we'll probably go over here to the left side of the room and start searching around for anything valuable.
All right, go ahead and roll me an investigation. And by valuable, do you mean monetary? Do you mean information? What do you mean?
So when I went to go look for my journal, there was a wooden statue of Gavik in its place. So I'm curious if he has it. So I'll probably be looking for that. Yeah, and probably information related to what he's been doing all of these years. Maybe try to find out why he burnt down my home all those years ago.
Okay. Roll me an investigation. And while you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
Oh, go for it.
Eesh. That's a 1.
We're going to get to that in a second.
I was actually just about. I didn't want to interrupt, but V actually was going to try to help Julian. I know it's too late now, but
It's too late now, so you can roll your own investigation.
Yeah.
And always feel free to interrupt me to be like, I would like to help my friends. I will always be okay with you guys being like, shh, Tori, I want to help.
Oh God!
All right.
Jesus.
Oh no.
We're fucking it up.
All right. So, Digit, Carva, and Selfie. What are the three of you guys doing as these two are searching over there? And gentlemen, please feel free to move your icons over to where you're searching. So this will help other people map where you're going.
Digit's kind of going into the middle of the room, and he's going to try and look for signs of bird Digit, like feathers or like tattered pieces of robe or basically anything to show where she might be.
Excellent. I want you to, and you can choose to do either investigation or survival.
Yeah, I'll do a survival check. It's tracking her. It's 12.
All right. We're going to get to you guys in a second, too. Carva and Selfie, what are you doing?
I think Carva being near Selfie just after the battle ended, she'll just look at her and just this very thankful expression, and she'll say, "Thank you so much for helping me not die. I really appreciate that."
Yeah. No problem. Let's not do that again. Let's try to not do that. I mean, I know neither of us could really do anything about it. I'm really happy you were alive. I honestly, I don't know what I would do if that didn't work.
Shall we join them in this room and see what we have to see? Yeah.
Sophie will take a deep breath and be like, "Yeah, I mean, I know he kicked it, but I'm feeling it too. Let's go. I mean, I want to find out if he has anything valuable on him after all this, you know?"
All right. So, you guys want to search Gavik, and you're looking for something of monetary value or informational value?
Ooh. Sophie's gonna be probably searching for money to buy health potions.
All right.
Just for, she's like, that was too close. Let's find something else.
See if we can find health insurance.
Health insurance. Hi, I'm here for health insurance.
So, roll me investigation. And while you're doing that, I am going to transition back to the gentleman searching the desk area. Zigsil, you are, and I think I'm not speaking out of turn here, emotionally compromised in this instance. I think you're going in here with the best of intentions of like, why did he do this? Why? But I think there's a terrible excitement going through you. Am I off base? In the sense that it's done. Finally. It's done.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. So your hands are trembling and you're looking through. And V, I think you being a great teammate, noticing this about, this person you've been traveling with, you go over to help. And you get over. And I think what catches your eye is a shard of white and sky blue lying on the ground next to the desk. And I will not say why that catches your attention, but it distracts you from your purpose.
He would take a look at that item closely.
Yep. Seems familiar.
Is V
And
able
why-
to... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm going to cut to, because this is all going to tie together. I got a plan.
Yeah.
Trust
no
me,
worries.
gang.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Digit. You rolled a 12. You see a single feather lying at the base of the desk. It is crimson, red, and orange and gold, like a sunset.
Oh, yeah. They're just gonna bend down to pick it up. He's gonna pick it up and hold it in his fingers and kind of look around.
Feels warm.
It's
Or
fresh.
feathers always do.
Oh.
Okay. Women, it is your turn. But before I do, Andrew, did you put up the poll?
Oh, I did not. I'm sorry. I did not know
It's
we wanted
all
to do that.
good, because this might determine something later on for me.
That's fair. How long do we
Um,
want the duration? 5 minutes?
5 minutes, and chat, now is the time to vote to invoke.
Vote to
You have
invoke.
5 minutes.
Vote to invoke!
Do it. Vote multiple times. Use your bits to vote multiple times.
Vote, you earned your bits.
You did.
Buy them, just like the U.S. election.
Whammin'. All right. I say, Selfie, you head over. And during this time, are you helping her, Carva, or are you doing something different?
She's looking for like monetary stuff, but I did want to look for informational stuff.
Also, roll me an investigation.
18.
Okay. Sophie, you find a substantial, heavy sack of gold on this guy's belt. There is about 60 gold on his belt right now. Pick
I'll
it
write
up.
this down.
Thank you. Feels hefty, feels good. But you're kind of looking through, you're picking through. You're not really finding anything that looks of monetary value. But you suspect that a man like this wouldn't walk around with his most precious items, right?
Absolutely. You never walk around with all of your stuff. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That's right. Carva, as your friend kind of looks through this guy's belt and his pockets, an idea strikes your head. An idea that you have been shown before by fellow colleagues in your field of expertise. You reach into this man's shirt and you feel along the inseams of his shirt. And there's a familiar bump. And you hook your finger through, you pull, and out comes a tiny book. Small, black. The perfect size for secrets.
Secret book.
All right. With that, you all can convene together and talk about what you found.
I'm not sure if this is worth anything, but I found this strange-looking shard here.
What is it?
I don't know.
Digit, you would recognize this immediately. It's part of a mask.
Ooh.
Yeah, seeing that, he's gonna pick it up a little bit. And V, since you're closest, it's kind of hard to tell what Digit is thinking at any given moment because of his bovine exterior, but you see his nostrils flare for a minute as he holds this in his fingers and mulls it over.
Ah. Right, that explains a lot. Well, if nothing else, we know that the bird has been through here. Oh, sorry. You go first.
You guys were in that group together, so you go first.
I was just about to say, like, no, what I'm doing can wait until after we've convened, because it's like a continuation, so you go first.
I was just gonna like take my hand out of Gavik's shirt and like wiggle my eyebrows at Selfie, like, look what I found. And I'll get up and walk towards the rest of the group. As I do, I want to just like look at this book, make sure it wouldn't have some kind of like a trap or something on it before I crack it open.
Sophie would have waggled her eyebrows back after seeing it, like, oh, secrets.
You've got a
Yeah,
secret?
I wanna check for a bookmark trap.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Roll me investigation for traps.
That's a natural one.
It's fun. It's a book.
It's a book. I'm gonna crack it open and see what I find on the first page.
All right. Ping me what languages you speak.
Did that do it? Yes. Can you see it?
Let's see. I can see it. Okay. You look this over, and I think a part of your thieves' cant deciphers this is some sort of code that you need to crack.
Okay.
It doesn't look like your typical script of anything that you've seen before, but you recognize patterns in this like sort of squiggly nonsense. So it looks like it's
Okay.
encoded.
Okay. I'll definitely share this with the group when I get a chance to see if anyone else maybe would know the code as well. But I'll keep looking at it and see.
You can
Something comes
definitely make me like an intelligence check or work together with someone who you're like, they would love codes, all that sort of stuff. Okay.
Okay.
But that's a good find. 10 out of 10. Y'all continue on.
Selfie will mention the money that she found, and she'll say, people don't always put all their eggs in one basket, though, so I kind of want to poke around a little bit more to look for that.
I was gonna say, I'm noticing on the map that there's a chest by the bed.
Sure
Mhm.
is.
A footlocker.
I'll go check that out. That looks interesting.
Treasure
have-
Alright.
chest.
Zigzil was racing you to it.
I'll beat him.
All right, you both get there at the same time, but it's definitely that thing of like when you run up and you're trying to get to something that your sibling's trying to get to, so you're shoulder bumping.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So you go and you get to this chest. You both get there at the same time. You both like touch at the same time, pull it up. You see that there is more gold in there. About 240 gold.
Whoa.
There are 2
Now we're
rubies,
Rubies.
1 sapphire, and a statue. And I'm gonna regret saying this. A bronze statue of the king.
King statue.
Small.
Big gasp.
Interesting.
Thank you, Rubies.
Yeah,
Huh.
I'm looking over at you, V, because I'm just like, I hear you rubbing your hands like, haha, free metal.
Bronze, yeah.
It's a good conductor.
Mhm.
Yep. He's just like going to look at the statue from him and says, "Could I have that? I have uses for that. A lot of uses for that."
Are you gonna take a cut out of the money that we're gonna split? Is it gonna be used for the party? I'm just saying, man, that's pretty expensive.
I mean,
Selfie's teasing. She's like, I'm just
No.
kidding.
no,
I'm
that's
just kidding.
no, that's a fair question. I think I can create something that might. You know what? I do have specific uses for that. Might be very, very helpful to the party now that I'm thinking about it. Yes, I believe I can use bronze for that.
Interesting. She'll hold it and be like, I guess you can have it. And as she hands it over, if he reaches out, she'll pull it away really quick and then give it to him.
All right.
He just like takes the statue in his hands. He's at this point doing a full examination of it. Like, okay, it's about roughly this many ounces.
Question for the DM. Have we seen
Mhm.
what the king looks like before? Is this our first time seeing him?
Yeah, for most of you, with the exception of Zixil, Carva, and anyone else who's blown through this town, you see a dragonborn in resplendent robes. And you see what looks like the inlining of gold and rubies and sapphire pieces adorned to his brow.
Ooh.
Oh, when we get that guy, we're gonna take all of those out of him.
You can try.
Well, that's if
I
we
will
decide to
try.
kill him, but I don't know if killing him is necessary.
Oh,
He is
right. I
part-
can't remember if we were gonna do that. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
part of the Arcane Consulate. That is a bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Big
never mind.
distinction.
yeah, we need his help. If anything, we need to tell him what's been going on with the other arcane consulate.
Whether or not
Okay,
he cares is
fine.
the matter in question, but
At this point, Zigzil's kind of feeling a little bit unsatisfied with what we've found so far, and just out of pure curiosity, he's going to go ask Carva if he can take a look at the book as well.
Yeah. When you ask, Carver will freely give it to you. Here it is. It's a bunch of squiggles. I couldn't make anything of it yet, but maybe we just need time to sit down with it.
All right. This looks like squiggles. Again, it seems to be some sort of code. You though, having history with this gang, look towards the back of the book, and on the back cover, carved in, is a circle, then another circle, then another circle, and there's a cross, and there's strange symbols in each section. You believe this to be some sort of cipher. So, when Carva or anyone decides to try to break this, they will not have disadvantage. They will get to roll normally.
Okay. I will
Excellent.
I'll point it out.
Oh, I didn't look in the back yet. Thank you. This is very interesting.
It was kind of a trick that they taught us, or taught me. Always hide it in this location if you're making any sort of journal, just to kind of cover your back on things.
Ooh, this is fascinating. I love looking at stuff like this and figuring it out. You know who else might be kind of a cool or a good idea to look at it is Cal, possibly. I wonder if he could research
He's the smartest
old
kid we
symbols.
know.
He's pretty smart, yeah.
He's the smartest.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there is still a door.
Oh,
It's right here.
Oh, okay. I guess I will approach the door. Well, then I'll stop and I'll be like, does someone want to check this thing for traps? And then back away.
Yes, I can do that. You want to check the other side, Kava?
Yep, I could do that.
Group
All right.
check.
Roll to investigate. And Andrew, who's the winner of the poll?
Why, the winner of the poll was, I think it was Albatross? Let me double check just to make sure. Because it was blinking in my face a second ago. Yeah, Albatross, the whopping 5 votes. Cattail came in second with 4. Beacon came in third.
Cattail's gonna win one of these days.
Someday.
Would one of us be rolling at advantage, or would we both roll for this, DM?
It is up to you guys how you want to do it.
I have a +7 to
You
investigation.
You want to roll for it with advantage, Liam? You do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Probably going to need it with my luck.
Mhm.
nice.
That's good.
Nat 20.
Oh, how the fates turn and how they're going to turn back again.
How the turns have tabled. You look. Doesn't seem like there is a trap to this door. It definitely seems like there's a lock to this door. You'll need some keys to get into it. But
Really?
what you find curious investigating this door is you see scratch marks along the inside edge, like something was trying to claw and was getting dragged in. And you see another shard of white
Oh no!
piercing into the wood of the door.
Do you think you can pick the lock on this one?
Please, remember who you're talking to. And he whips out his thieves' tools and he's going to try to pick the lock.
Go for it.
Let's see. 14. I don't know if that's high enough.
Not quite.
Hmm.
So you were like literally one away.
Ooh.
Hurts my soul.
Hmm.
You jangle with the lock, and it's just a little tricky.
Hmm.
Can't quite get that last bit.
Oh,
Maybe
do you
my-
want to take it?
Maybe my set will have the right pin.
Yeah, the
Can I-
fourth tumbler is a bit of a tricky one. Looks like a reverse. Brain, please work. Looks like a reverse latch tumbler.
Maybe smaller hands would
Uh,
help.
Yeah, I can give it a go.
Yeah, V
Right.
will withdraw his tools.
Go for it.
Can't wait till I get expertise in this thing.
19?
There we go.
19. It's the smaller hands and the smaller tools, and the door swings open. Who is going to be the first one in this room?
Digit.
Well,
I would look at Digit, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like I imagine the moment's like, oh hey, probably here. Digit's like barges past us.
Oh yeah, no. If anyone tries to go first, he's gonna be like, nope.
All right.
It could be. All right, fine.
I will follow closely behind.
So I'm going to narrate this scene now. And I'm going to ask you guys for the next 2 to 3 minutes.
Into the mute.
What you see walking into this room, Digit, is scorch and flame marks across the walls and this floor and the ceiling. You walk in and you hear a crunch as there are pieces of porcelain mask crushed beneath your feet. You look up to see a single cell. The first thing that catches your eye is a heap of feathers. Red, orange, and gold. They're moving. Breathing. The faintest of movement. Beneath the feathers is that trail of thick, tarry, black blood. You see meat piled up in the corner. And as you make that crunching sound with your foot, you see Digit, your friend, whip around with wild eyes, one clawed talon raised as fire produces from her palm, and she is ready to strike. Her face is mangled. You see that her jaw is unhinged a bit, leaving her mouth to be askewed and open in a way that almost looks like a smirk, but doesn't quite sit right. And she looks at you, and the next thing you notice is there is no mask on her face. That's what you see.
I think when he sees all this, he's going to turn back to the rest of the party, and he's going to say, "Do you mind if I have a moment?"
Yeah, absolutely.
No, please go ahead. Let us know if you need anything.
All right.
I nod to him and back out of the room.
Yeah, Digit's gonna say, "I'll be right back." He's gonna close the door. He's gonna walk over to the cell, and he's gonna like put his hands up on the bars.
You see this form struggle to stand, sway, limp towards you. I'm using the wrong tool. Give me a second.
as this thing that used to be Bird Digit comes closer, Digit's gonna
Oh?
Well,
Oh?
well, okay. As she gets closer, he's gonna take his mask off.
Okay. You take off your mask. And the hand, that talon, reaches through, grabs onto your shirt for dear life. as this body collapses into the bars. And you hear a pained and choked sob.
He's gonna reach through and he's gonna, like, oh man. He doesn't want to hold her anywhere where it hurts, but he wants to try and, like, hold her face. And just, like, hold on to her for a second. There's nothing he could possibly say. Just gonna stand there.
Yeah. You take some time, but you see intelligence behind the eyes. Don't see black veins. You don't see bloating. You see your friend.
Whew. Man. Is her mask destroyed? Is there anything left of it?
You look back. With proper time and care, all things can be healed. That's what you feel in your heart.
Oh man.
Or in this case, mended. Subtle.
No, I knew we were going.
Oh
And I was
shit.
thinking
Yeah. Fuck, man. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I don't know. I think it feels right in the moment. I think he's holding on to his mask in his other hand. He's gonna pass his mask over to her.
Okay. You put the mask over her face. And the crying continues. During this time, Bird Digit hasn't really spoken. But roll me a medicine check and maybe that will show you why.
Medicine check.
15. So, with a dislocated jaw, this is a fun science fact that I Googled earlier today. It is hard to breathe, it's hard to swallow, it's hard to eat, very hard to talk.
yeah,
Ooh.
might have been done intentionally.
Hmm?
Yeah. I don't know if this would help at all, but oh wait, no, I don't have any key points. Yeah, can't heal her. I got
right.
nada. All right, I think yeah, with that yeah, he passes his mask over to her, puts it on. He says fuck, I just don't think there's anything he could possibly say. I think they have a tender kind of silent moment. He puts the mask on. I think it's an especially meaningful thing, and I feel like I need to kind of pull back the curtain in this moment because, like, the masks are important for people who follow Aegis. That's their identity. That's who they are. So, like, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I think after this moment, they're just gonna say I'm gonna get you help. You'll be okay. We're Aegis, no matter what.
Do you pull back?
I think he's gonna go to pull back.
You do, and you see this hand grip the bars, and there's just this pained whine as she like reaches out.
Ooh, is there a door I can open?
There is a cell door. It appears to be locked.
Yeah, I think Digit's and this is gonna be fun. You guys get to see Digit without his mask.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go over and he's gonna open the door back up, and you guys immediately notice like something is super not right.
Wait a second.
Whoa.
V is going to do something when the moment he sees that. Like, he sees the mask on the ground, sees Digit without the mask, thinks about the other Digit. He's going to reach into his pack, take out a bit of cloth, and with quick flourish and a dagger, cut 2 holes for eye holes, and throw the cloth to Digit.
I think he's gonna look.
It's an automatic response as well. It's like it's very well practiced.
Oh my gosh.
And something to note, he knew exactly what you were talking about, or he knows about the mask in some fashion.
Shit,
He
yeah.
wouldn't do that.
The recognition is immediate, and Digit like looks at you, and he like nods like respectfully and like kind of warmly, and he's gonna put it on Ninja Turtles style, and he's gonna say, "Digit's in there. She's hurt pretty bad, and there's another locked door. If
All right, Kava, we're up.
Let's
could.
do this.
I think I can help with her wounds. I can try at least.
If you could, I'd appreciate it."
First things first, let's get that locked door open.
Yeah.
I think your thieves' tools check might be slightly higher than mine, so you should probably go first. Oh no, they're precisely they're exactly
they're the same.
Holy shit, that's weird.
Do one of us want to have advantage, or we both want to try on our own?
V will give you advantage. If that's allowed.
If the DM allows it.
If you call advantage beforehand,
Yeah.
do it.
The way V's going to call advantage, he's going to study the lock for a moment. Alright, 5 tumbler, good cell door, hinges are well done. We're going to need your small tools, Carver. Start with the back tumblers. This thing is
Okay.
really a bit complicated.
She pulls out her thieves' tools and she licks one of them in her mouth to get it ready.
Nice. This is, by the way, my dream team. Carva and V together. I'm just like chef's kiss.
Carva
So-
and V is key.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can we put this on a t-shirt?
Add it to the
Keys
list.
off.
Carver and V, the key to any door.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping Carva was going to fail that last check so the Digit could try and ball the door down.
Ooh.
Like,
Okay,
if
well,
I may, I have a
still gotta-
recommendation.
All right.
Now I just
Roll me.
have like the C for Toy Story 2 in my mind. The whole party's just using Digit as a battering ram.
I love it. Okay. Carva, roll at advantage.
18.
There we go.
Easy. You pop that bad boy open. The door opens. I definitely would say all of you stepping in here smell that putrid scent, necrotic flesh, meat tainted by the anchor.
Zixel, see what you can do. Digit, Cow Digit, where are those mask fragments? Maybe I can do something to help.
Yeah, Digit's gonna pick up the mask fragments from where he saw them before, and he's gonna bring them over to V.
All right.
All right, I'll walk over to Bird Digit, and at this point, like coming down off of the fight and seeing the results of Gavik yet again, Zixel's kind of just like welling up with more emotions as he casts Cure Wounds.
All right. Go ahead and roll me that. Ooh, that's some good touch.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I have
good bird
have
touch.
two more spell slots if that doesn't do it.
It definitely helps. I would say, and I'm going to give this to you all for free. Dislocated Jaw is going to probably take, like, you guys do healing magic, but there are doctors in this world. Clerics.
Healing magic's more for
that's-
first aid.
Yeah, that's going to need a little bit of TLC.
Can I do a like medicine check? I'm proficient in medicine to see if I can do anything about maybe setting her jaw.
Yeah, set the jaw.
Yeah, roll me medicine. Just to see, like, if you feel comfortable doing it, if you, like, know it, that sort of thing.
15.
15?
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. You know the mechanics of it. You haven't worked with a Kenku before, so like a bird jaw. But in theory, you know how this works.
Okay.
Would you like to proceed forward?
I'll look.
If not,
I'll look to
I can-
Digit. I'll look to Digit and be like, I think I might be able to fix her jaw, but it might be painful.
And Digit will look to Bird Digit like, is it okay? My friend here knows a bit of medicine.
You see Bird Digit try to swallow, and then
Yeah, Digital nod to Zig.
Okay. Is it another medicine check or?
no. You do it?
What were you gonna say, Bethany?
Well, Selfie was trying to think of a way to give advantage, and while Strike of the Antler might not help with the entire process, maybe it'll take her away from the pain for a single moment, just long enough, so maybe it's not the most agonizing thing on the whole planet.
Okay, and before I do, I'm just gonna say I'll look back towards Digit, Cow Digit, and be like, I think I've learned something. Justice isn't always about killing. And then I do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Some
So
people do that. Strike
same
of the
time,
Antler
right?
at the exact same time. She'll like kind of watch for his like, okay, here we go.
all right. So you do this, and all the same, just got like a hair on my lips. Eh.
Yo.
Okay.
Cattail.
So Cattail, he's right here.
Bitches.
She Bitch. You feel her talons like grip into your flesh as you reset it. It is painful. Resetting things is painful, guys. This is another science fact.
Someone who's
But
experienced
she's
before, I can
far
attest to
enough,
that.
right? She's far
Right.
enough away in her mind that it's not drawing blood. You just feel like the tension, the kind of like pressure of it, of her talons in your arm. And you step away as the vision fades for her. She looks at you guys. Is he dead?
Yeah.
Very dead.
We got him.
For the
Good.
record, throughout this whole procedure, V would have been casting mending on the mask.
Yeah, I would say you have it done. It takes some time.
Yeah, it's a meta-cast time, so it'll be a little while. There's some fragments.
Perfect.
But yeah, you let me know when it's done and people hand it back.
Yeah, I would say I'll give you like another minute. I'm not gonna make you like sit here and like one by one by one.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Like-
Sorry. So you guys say like he's dead, and she just goes, "Fuck the bastard."
Amen to that.
I'll then probably say, I'm sorry this happened to you.
We're ages. If I can't stand it, who can?
Doesn't mean it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have to anyone.
Why did
I agree.
Did he say anything when he took you? What was his goal?
They kept trying to get me to eat. And they said they had plans for me.
Did you eat any of it?
No?
Selfie will give a huge sigh of relief and be like, very good. Thank goodness. Okay.
That sod in the corner did, but he didn't last very long. Started acting strange. Had to do what I had to do.
It's anchor corruption. They've been corrupting people with their special meat.
Yeah.
What I want to know is why. Why are they doing this? Why was Gavik doing this?
He said something about plans, and we have plans for you. I don't know who this we is.
Maybe the book we found, and he'll look to like Carva and Zigzil, like maybe that'll have more answers.
It most assuredly would.
We
It's his
found this
personal-
on his body.
I would assume it was his personal journal.
I would say at this point, V, you are done with your mending.
All right. After V is finished the mending, he will examine the mask, dust off the sides a little bit. All right.
It's all but there. There's like a little shard missing,
Yeah.
but it's really only noticeable to you as a craftsman.
Yeah.
Kind of like that annoying thing of just like, mm.
Like, all right, it'll have to do. And V will make his way back over to Bird Digit and just hand over the mask to her. Here you go.
Okay.
Best as it could be done.
Thank you. Not bad for an Aegis hater.
Yeah, well, I know how important these masks are to you lot, so yeah. Just take the damn thing.
She's gonna take it and then just kind of look at the rest of you guys.
Selphie will turn around right away. She'll just
Yeah.
straight up leave the room.
Yeah.
Like,
V, like,
she'll be like,
knowing-
all right, I want to poke around just a tad more just for fun anyway.
Yeah.
V steps out of the room immediately without so much as another word.
Okay. How about Carva and Zig?
I would follow suit. Yeah, I would.
I would go to leave the room, but then turn back and be like, huh, masks, and then leave the room.
Funny. Okay.
Funny joke.
You guys trade back masks. I would say Digit and everyone would recognize Bird Digit probably still needs to go see a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's in a bad way.
She's in a bad way. She's just gonna get through the next 24 hours, but definitely at some point, doctor time. But Selphie, you wanted to poke around some more. What are you looking for?
At this point, Selphie is probably looking for just anything kind of out of place. Even if it just seems like this does not quite fit the aesthetic of the rest of the room. Even just by just a tad. You know how some people will have just like one thing in a room that doesn't quite match with the rest of the room. Like it blends pretty well if you're not really looking for it, but if it's not quite right.
For sure. Roll me I'm gonna call this a perception.
Oh no. Okay, not so bad.
Alrighty.
15. You're looking around and he's got all these royal plush things. Bronze and yellows and all that stuff. If you weren't who you were and you didn't have your history, you would miss it. There is a royal blue handkerchief.
She's gonna pick it up and
It's folded neatly in a triangle, lovingly placed on Gavik's desk.
Would Selphie recognize this handkerchief?
History. Roll me history.
Oh no, here we go.
Good luck.
Ah!
Ooh.
Oh, I feel pain. 3.
Ow.
There are a bunch of people that wear handkerchiefs in your particular organization. It would be hard to narrow it down.
Selphie will keep this on her to see if maybe Zrock or V would recognize it. And maybe she'll even just quickly be like, V, look at this.
V takes
Roll
a look
me-
at the handkerchief.
History at disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know.
F.
I believe in you. He could roll double nat 20. Ooh, 16.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'll love to see it.
I do have a +7 to history, so
Good job. Good job.
I think kind of looking this over, entering into your purview, You notice there is a stitch, an embroiderment to this particular handkerchief.
Yeah.
Not something that someone low ranking would have. Someone who's been here for a while. Someone who's a little higher up the food chain. It's got a little money to throw around.
Maybe captain level.
Make of
We
that what you will.
We'll turn it over a couple times. Huh. Note the stitching over here. This isn't well, it's not like yours or mine. Someone spent a lot of money on this one. Probably high rank.
With this context, can Selfie look at it again and be like,
I want you, because you already rolled, but I provided a lot of context. You are allowed to guess.
Okay.
If you, the player, figures it out, then your character figures it out.
No, I mean, I feel like I already knew. It's the captain's. It's hers. It's gotta be. Who else would it be? Special meat, and then also like the order for special meat. We know that she's supposed to be there. She's like, "Oh, see you there." What's that about? And now this, just chilling on the desk. Suspicious.
Spish.
For sure.
No?
Selfie will take it back and be like, thanks. And she'll tuck it away and just hold on to it. Just, yeah.
Oh, that's more
All
right.
Lovely. Okay. Digit. You and Digit trade back mass.
I think as we're walking to wherever we're walking to, you guys will notice that Digit is very, very close to Bird Digit.
Aww.
They're inseparable now.
They are.
Inseparable. Okay. I would say, Zig, if you wanted, you can roll me a history check to see where the nearest doctor lives.
11.
11. Okay. You know of one doctor. Cantankerous. Very mean. So mean. But she would patch you up. If you had 2 silver pieces, she would patch you up. No questions asked. But if you were a kid, if you had a copper, she'd patch you up. No questions asked.
Back alley
You
doctor.
remember going to her clinic a lot and kind of reflecting back on it, knowing what you know now about medicine. Probably not a licensed doctor. But, got the job done and no one died. Technically.
Technically?
Well.
They disappeared.
They didn't die in her office.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
Mhm.
I guess I'll, I used to go to a place back when I used to roam these streets. I don't know if it's the best place we can take her, but it's the only place I know of. Lady there is a bit of a nutcase, but she does her job well enough.
What kind of nuts are in her case?
The unlicensed kind.
Unlicensed nuts?
Sounds delightful. I mean, she'll get Digit patched up enough, right? Enough. Because if she can't quite get it done, I'm sure someone else can. But we just need a starting point at least, I think.
All right. Takes you a good 20 minutes to get there. Zigzil, you follow the familiar streets. I'm gonna move you to the New Haven map. We're gonna change up this music.
Yay!
Too sad.
Doctor Trip.
Doctor Trip. Okay, anyways.
I love going to the doctor.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
Said no one.
Said
Very
no one ever.
expensive.
To be fair, we never
make
go to
this
the
a little
doctor to
fun.
just say hi.
Let's make this fun.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Beach party.
Yes.
No, that's not right either.
We still
Beach-
need.
I would
Beach
love if that
doctor.
was the vibe in her office.
Oh my
Right?
God.
If there's
What a
reggae
great
playing
doctor
in your
that would
doctor's
be.
office, that's a little suspicious. That's spish.
All right. So you go to. I'm going to move your guys' token now. I would love if I could pick things up. No? Okay. Am I in the wrong layer?
Why's my
I don't know. I'm going to fix that.
I think we've got 2 boats on this one. We've got 1 boat over here.
Yeah, my token was on the screen for some reason as well. I just got rid of it.
Get out of your boat.
Ah!
Here is. You guys go to a back alley in the lower ward. It takes some time, but you come to literally a hole in the wall of a shantytown structure. There is a curtain, and you all have you all ever smelled over-ripened fruit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know how it's kind of got like that pungent, gamey smell? And it just kind of lingers there for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
That's what you smell emanating from this curtain. And you hear like a humming that kind of periodically breaks into a but that's where you are. Zigzil, you kind of look over at the side of the wall, see a familiar carving in common, Doctor's Inn, carved in with a dagger. You know this is the place.
Do I know the doctor's name?
You always just called her Doc.
Would Sylvie recognize what she's humming?
Roll me a history check.
10.
I think you know a lot of songs, but what's very hard about this is there's not really a rhythm to it.
Oh God. Okay.
It's just that bad.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord. Are we talking red dress bad?
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Except, you know, the person who's singing it is very drunk and very high.
Oh God.
She's
Okay.
So
the
it's
one
just
they
like,
call
"It's
Dr.
not her
Feel
fault."
Good. She's the one
Yeah.
that makes you feel all right.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Sylvie. Okay.
Wait, do we see the doctor yet, or?
You guys haven't opened the curtain.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go up and open the curtain.
You do. And this sight befalls you all. There is a older woman. She has these graying and blonde hairs tied into a mess of a bun. And you see that there's like the frizz of curls just kind of standing out. She is a half elf. And she kind of whips around to look at you guys. And she has these particularly striking black eyes. Very dark, oddly so. She looks at you all. And she clocks you, Zig.
Hey, Doc.
Oh. Look who comes crawling back. Come in. And you guys look and you see sitting on what I can only describe as like a dentist-like chair is a kid who half of his knee is sliced open and is being stitched back into place. And because Snap suggested it in the chat, and I think it's hilarious, he has like a little lollipop in his hand.
Nice.
So I think that's cute as fuck.
Anesthesia lollipops.
It's an anesthesia lollipop.
Perfect.
Every time I come in here, that's what she says to me. It's because that one time I did crawl in here.
Well, maybe you shouldn't crawl and you should walk.
I couldn't walk at the time. My legs were broken.
Hmm.
I jumped off a little bit of a too high building.
Sophie's
Why?
gonna look at Zig and be like, won't say anything, but just mouth, "Oh my god."
We've all made that mistake.
Sophie at this will look at Digit and be like, "Oh my god."
It's okay. I'm better at jumping
Pretty
now.
glad to hear Hep didn't break as well. That was not particularly. That was not pleasant.
You too? We were all climbers.
Sophie's just gonna throw her hands up in the air at this, like, what the fuck?
All right, so you all kind of like look this over and just like she finishes stitching up this kid and then just kind of smacks his back and goes, "Get out of here. Go." This kid kind of hobbles off and he's like, "You promise you won't tell my mom?" "Yeah, if you promise not to come in here again." Kid just like, "Fuck yeah." Overconfidence. Just hobbles off.
Hey kid,
And
don't
the
say
doctor
fuck.
kind of this kid's swearing. This kid's saying fuck. So she kind of looks you all over. Eyes settle on Bird Digit. She looks at you, Zig. "You know my price."
Sophie will just immediately hand over like a gold because has no clue. She's just like, "Here."
She has no concept. She looks at the gold, bites it a little bit. You'll notice she's missing like a back molar. She kind of shoves it into her pockets, motions for Bird Digit to come on over to the dentist chair. Bird Digit hobbles over, and with a swiftness that y'all just can't even perceive, she just cracks something in Bird Digit's shoulder. Bird Digit just like lets out a yelp and she shoves like a lollipop into her mouth and then just kind of proceeds to go to work in town, like fucking bandaging up things, examining, feeling for any like internal injuries. It is so quick. And Zigzil, you would know at this time to keep your mouth shut. She is concentrating, and there has been a time in the past where you would like start to be like, "Ow, that hurts," and she accidentally nicks you because she was too deep in the zone. It takes about 5 minutes, during which time is everyone inside?
I think, based on the fact that we were making odd comments before, I think we might be.
I think so.
Okay. Cool. So at this time, I would say, who's closest to the door?
Sophie's probably hanging out relatively close, but not like, maybe someone's closer. Who knows?
Okay, Selfie, you feel doop, doop, as talons claw into your scalp, and you feel a soft weight. There's a
Okay.
bird on your head.
Hey, sweet. She'll be like, "Oh, hey, maybe she'll bring her hand close, and you know how you like get birds to step on your hand?
Yeah.
I imagine it's not. How big is the bird? Is it like a big, like needs my whole arm, or like needs like a couple fingers?
So it's recently come to my attention.
That
Yeah.
albatrosses are
Albatrosses.
huge.
Are giant.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
bring her whole arm up.
Yeah. So it just bunk, bunk, and like you bring it down and you see in its beak there is something, and it just kind of looks at you.
Selfie will. Hold on. Let me double check something.
Give him a lollipop.
Do it.
Selfie has animal handling.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna be like, "Hey, what you got there?" And she'll be very polite and maybe go for a little pet.
Are you flirting with this
Okay.
bird?
You
No,
flirting with
not
her?
flirting, just making really good friends.
Hey there.
All right. Roll me stop it. Roll me animal handling.
20.
The bird accepts the pets.
Yes.
I'll say with you petting it, you examine what's in its beak. It appears to be hair of some variety. Can't tell if it's fur, can't tell if it's hair. It's something of that texture.
Okay, Selfie will at this point kind of coax it gently, like, "Hi, can I have that, please?" And she'll like just like kind of take it if it'll let her.
You just see this ungraceful so just harps up the air.
Sophie immediately wants this bird to hang out forever, but she knows it must be free.
He's busy, dog.
Be free, bird.
She'll let it hang if it wants to, though. She'll just keep her arm out till it leaves.
Okay. It flies away not too soon after that, seemingly completed with its task. But you see in your hand, strawberry blonde, ringlet, hair curl.
Kit Kat. And she'll turn to the group and be like, hey, the people who are outside should be like, hey, I got this from a bird.
Birds seem to give us things a lot.
I know, right? It's kind of cool. Look at it, though. Look at this. What do you think you see? And she'll hold it right up to whoever will look.
I'll take a look at it, and
she'll give it to you to look at.
Oh, I got a feather from a bird like that. I think you were upstairs when we were in the bar when I got it, but I got a feather.
Yeah.
But I want to take a look at this hair.
Didn't I get a hair from an albatross once?
Mm-hmm. A lot of hair for the birds.
Wait, what color was the feather you got?
I'll pull it out of my thing and then I'll show him. I think I showed this to you at the bar. It's orange and red and golden.
Wait a minute. I think that's one of Digit's feathers.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, this is Kit and Kat's hair. One or the other. It's gotta be. Look at it. And she'll hold it up, point it or look at it and be like, look, don't you think? She'll be like, Zig, look at it. Zig.
After Selfie mentions their names.
Did this bird come all the way from Tri-Capital?
Seems like it, but Connie, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say as Selfie mentions Kit and Kat's name, she'll take a harder look at the hair because she knows none from the other island.
Yeah, I would give this to you for free. This is their hair. One of them. It's hard to tell who.
Selfie, I think you're right. Who else's hair could this be but
I have no idea.
One of the beautiful girls of the Tipsy Tavern.
I mean, it's gotta be. I've seen a lot of people, but that's pretty much that's right. That's them.
Do you think the albatross wants us to go back there?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I think it makes sense because whoever the people that Gavik was connected to were, all of the signs are pointing to them being in Tri-Capital. That's where Carlston got infected. It seems like, well, I don't want to say too much because we still need to meet back up with the Deadeyes here and then see what happens there, but I think Tri-Capital might be our next stop.
All right. I would say at this time, the doctor finishes what she was doing and kind of ushers Bird Digit away and just goes, all right, so don't do anything foolish, like jump off a building. And if you end up back here, it will be 2 gold.
Fair. Mm-hmm. That's totally fair. I don't jump off of buildings, so no worries.
That's smart. Not jumping off of buildings keeps the doctor away.
I usually don't jump off of buildings, but now I kind of wanna.
Digit. Stop it.
It's like a small building.
And
I'll whisper over to Digit and say, it's actually really fun.
I'll say
Sophie will look at this and be like,
I'll say what I would assume Zigsel's always said, and that is no promises.
He will rest his hands behind his head and saying, I could jump off a 10, 20-foot tall building and be just fine.
Sophie will just be like, oh my god.
Selfie's the only non-building jumper.
She doesn't jump off of buildings.
I had to jump off buildings to test a couple of my devices.
Sophie will, I mean, you could hire people for that, but, I guess it's better that you don't.
You know, if you are all
I could
accident...
throw people off buildings. Sorry about that.
You-
Sorry.
You know, if you all are accident prone, I am looking to freelance.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
Sophie will kind of around and walk around her, look her up and down, and be like, okay, all right.
well, we could use a doctor on our boat.
We're gonna hire the fucking TF2 medic. Holy shit.
Well, and I'm sure that
Hold
Zrock
on.
would appreciate us not having everyone nearly dead every time we return, and him have to deal with all of that.
Hold on, guys. If we're gonna invite more people on the boat, I think we need to start doing proper job interviews. We need to take ourselves
Oh.
seriously as employers.
That's a good
Mhm.
idea. Okay.
I'm gonna look.
Does this
sharply-
involve paperwork?
Oh,
Okay,
absolutely.
I'm gonna look sharply at Digit and say, how do I want to word this?
Oh, fuck you.
The work she did on Bird Digit isn't enough of an interview for you?
I think her skills speak for themselves, but we still need to take this
welcome to the
process
crew.
seriously. I mean, I think we should all go around and ask her one question.
I think this
I
is a
think that's
great
fair.
idea.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Why don't you go first, Digit?
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't.
Being paid lots of money because you're not dead.
That's a good answer. Sophie, what do you think?
Sophie will be like, so I assume we're asking typical interview questions that are just absolutely horrible and like the dumbest shit
I think that's
interviewers
the
ever
prompt.
ask you. Okay, I'm gonna do it in the voice that I was asked, okay? Just give me a moment.
Okay. Just getting in character.
Oh boy. Wait for it.
All right, so like, what would you say is like your greatest accomplishment?
She
What
points to Zigzil.
Inspires you.
She points to Zigzil. He's alive, isn't he?
That's a good accomplishment.
You're not wrong.
Okay, but like,
Not easy keeping him and Layden alive.
Where'd you learn?
Two of my highest grossing customers.
I'll say.
Patience.
Also, where do you think I learned how to set a jaw?
Is that your
It
question?
just was cheaper. It was just cheaper for me to teach you.
You got your jaw broken so many times that you learned how to set it?
Well, where the hell do you think he grew up? Of course he did.
He graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Sophie will do a quick follow up.
okay, but like, what inspires you?
Money.
And Sophie at this will cough and be like, fair.
Can you give us an example? Can you give us an example of a time where you had to work under pressure, and how did you succeed or how did you fail?
Oh, great. Yeah. There was this one time, there was this person, you might not know him. Well, her name was Aki. She was bleeding out, and the rest of her gang surrounded me with knives and said, if you don't fix her, we'll kill you. And she's alive. So I feel like I succeeded.
We did
There.
get her.
That seems like
She
a very
is
Aki
alive.
thing to do.
Yeah. She's still missing a vertebrae, though, so.
How many vertebrae do snake have?
What?
This one has one less. And your question, white-haired child.
Sorry, what?
You're a child. What is your question?
All right. When did you lose your medical license?
Oh!
About 10 years ago.
Holy
And it's not losing it if the board can't find you.
God,
Welcome
dude.
aboard, I think.
Yeah, I think I trust this person. I like the cut of your jib.
Thank
Sophie
you.
will be like, all right.
Wait, I got a question.
Oh, can
Of
Sophie-
course.
How was your day?
Well, considering I'm going to be moving shop soon, it's going great.
All right, can we get a move on now? Are
Sophie
you all
wants
satisfied?
to do
I'm
Yeah.
satisfied.
Well, Sophie
yeah.
wants to do one last thing, and for Sirius, do like a quick insight. Like,
Mhm.
does she like? What do we really think? What's going on here? Just a
For
quick
sure.
like, yeah.
Do you want to just give me a general
Nat
insight?
20.
All right. Thank you for a nat 20. This woman is definitely shady, definitely money driven, but you guys have a means to an end to her, which is getting off this island. The question is, why does she want to get off this island? But it's probably fine.
Okay, that's probably very obvious. Shady Doctor wants to get off. A shady doctor surrounded by gang members wants to get off the island because she probably accidentally killed someone.
That's probably fair. And
That's
so
just playing for
Sophie
all
will
the
be
teams.
like, she'll look at this woman and be like, "All right, Doc, Zorak has to approve, but you can come along.
Zorak. Oh, Zorak. Oh, I would
You be nice
love
to him."
to do a checkup on my old pal Zorak.
Oh, you know Zorak?
Oh, yes.
Everyone on this island know him.
Oh, do you not know what he did here?
Sophie is gonna look at her and
What
she's gonna be
he
like, "You're gonna
did?
shut your mouth right now."
What he
She's
did?
gonna be like, "Zip it, no more."
Of course. My
Let's go.
apologies.
She'll just immediately start walking off.
And what's the name of your ship?
Heart of the Sky.
Of course. I'll meet you on board.
Sounds good. Be nice to him. I'm serious.
Of course. All right. So you all kind of go off. Are you guys going to go to find the Deadeyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Seems to be
Excellent.
next on the list.
Okay, I think this would be kind of a good time for us to take a break because things after this are going to turn into just a lot of RP and a lot of talking. I feel like this is a good kind of midway point. We will be back in 10 minutes, chat. And Andrew, while we're on break, I have an idea.
Oh?
Spice things up.
Oh, how spicy we getting?
We'll see.
Okay.
It's a lot of talking, so I want to see what we can do to make it a little more interactive.
All right. We'll hit you guys with some secret spice, but the timer's about to go. We're gonna go on break, and I think I'm gonna hit you guys with the lore video. Do you want that up front? You know what? I'll give it to you in the middle of the break. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Okay. We free? Take two. Happy Thursday, everyone. I know everyone has been asking a little bit more about the lore of Skyheart, so I am here to provide. So, our story takes place. Our story starts, more so, over 100 years ago. Over 100 years ago, the world as we know it was destroyed by something that burst forth from the center of the earth. It killed everything in its path, killing millions, destroying cities, toppling governments. The world was doomed for death, but it was the power of 11 different magic users that came together and raised small sections of the earth up to the sky, and these became the islands that we know as the Floating Isles, or the Islands of Skyheart. Over 100 years has passed since then, and the cries from the down below have long since faded. But for those who were there, they remember it all. In the time of 100 years, new governments were formed, new factions were created, and we're going to take some time now to discuss those different factions. The first is the Arcane Consulate. That is the group of 11 different magic users that came together to raise these islands. Since the 100 years have passed, they kind of faded from the spotlight. Every once in a while, they all join together, and they join together on the island of the Arcane Consulate. Their charge is currently taking care of the islands and the magics that keep the islands afloat. The second and very important faction is the Azure Takers. These are a group of individuals that saw the rising chaos in the world and kind of took stock of what the governing agencies were doing to manage it, and they didn't quite agree with their methods and didn't quite think they were effective. They serve more so as a vigilante group, and they try to serve the people without the restrictions of rules and regulation. Then there is the cult of Aegis. I say cult because it is a cult. They're a cult group that come from the island of Aegis. They follow the laws and the tenets of their god Aegis, and Aegis demands that they protect the innocent and destroy evil without question. After that are just a few groups that we haven't heard too much about, so I'm going to go through them rather quickly. They're the Ferrymen, a death cult, and they focus on the laws surrounding the rules of death. They are rare to see, and often when they appear, it means someone is deserving of death. There's the Librarians, an extremist group. They are interested in all things arcane and are willing to go to any lengths to get them. And of course, there's the Salvation. They are a pirate faction, and they are hell-bent on getting even with the world. I hope this kind of served to help you guys understand and know a little bit more for when we are talking about the world of Skyheart, and hope to see you soon. Bye. We started talking about food.
Huh! We started talking about food, everyone. I'm sorry.
We were hungry.
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 Hungry, smooth, sad. Welcome back, everyone. The party, upon leaving Doc's office, walks into the dark and are quickly flanked by two people in black veils who, at this point, I believe you guys will let them guide you to a secondary location. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Don't let anyone take you to a secondary location.
Oh no.
Oh no, a secondary location.
JJ Bittenbiter would be incredibly disappointed in you. Just kidding, we'll go.
All right.
Ew.
You go to a secondary location. Different from where you were earlier yesterday. Seems like they move around a lot. And you are all ushered into a room where there is a sheer curtain. There is a light, and you see the silhouette of a man. I see you've returned with 3 souls.
Yep. Can we have ours now?
You may have the life. He will be waiting for you when you leave, but as you have done us a great service, we have in return, it was decreed that you should all receive a gift.
Gift?
Yes,
Why?
it was decreed.
That doesn't answer my question, but okay.
By who?
Look behind you.
Sophie will turn around.
There's a table.
Sophie will look at the table.
There are things on the table.
What's on the table?
You will see there is a spherical blade, sharp edge, runes inscribed. There's a golden handle across the middle of it. You see that there is what looks to be a screwdriver of some sort. You've seen them in Tri-Capital. You've never gotten close to one because gnomes are notoriously possessive of their tools in this world. But what's interesting about it is it has a metallic sheen to it. Then you see a person walking in. You see a person in a black veil. And they have a strange contraption, a needle in their hand.
Another doctor.
Another doctor, no, I'm kidding, was decreed that we give you gifts. All of you were to receive something that we were told to give to you. Aegis.
Yeah.
The blade is for you.
Yeah, I recognize this. And Digit's gonna go up to the blade, and he's gonna hold it and twirl it around in one of his fingers. I recognize this weapon. Where did you find something like this?
How we come into things is destined.
Do you mind if I try it?
Of course.
You guys...
And Andrew, if you look in your journal, you will find the returning blade.
Oh! Yay. Okay, so I'll read this in a sec, but like as Digit's twirling this, like at first he was twirling this circular blade kind of lazily, but like when he asks if he can try it, he twirls it faster and faster and faster and then lets it fly, and you see it like swirl around the room. It goes around and around and around, and then it comes back and he catches it on his finger.
Perfect.
Is it a chakra?
It's a chakram!
It is.
It's a +1 weapon, so +1 to attack and damage. You can throw this item and there's a chance that you can hit 2 additional targets. When you hit the second person, it's a d20 plus dex, and for the third target, it's just a d20, no proficiency or dex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're basically Xena, the warrior princess now.
Yeah! Chakram!
Awesome.
Excellent.
If you don't do the scream at some point, I'm going to be disappointed in you.
It's coming.
The young people in the party have no fucking idea what we're talking about.
V,
Me.
the screwdriver is yours.
Huh.
And I'm going to put this in your journal. Go for it.
The all-purpose tool. V will pick up the tool and examine it very closely. Holy shit, I would have killed someone to be able to have this when I was younger. Like, no joke, I was tempted to kill someone to get this when I was younger, but thankfully I didn't do it.
Are you saying you wouldn't kill someone for it now?
Well, I would like to think...
Technically
Well,
kill 3 people for it now.
you know what? That's a fair point. Alright, I'll read the tool out loud.
Yes.
This simple screwdriver can transform into a variety of tools. As an action, you can touch the item and transform it to any type of artisan's tool of your choice. Whatever form the tool takes, you are proficient with it. While holding this tool, you gain a bonus to the spell attack rolls and saving throws of your DCs of your artificer spells. I'm dyslexic right now. The bonus is a +1. As an action, you could focus on the tool and channel your creative forces. Choose a cantrip that you don't know from any class list. For 8 hours, you can cast that cantrip, and it costs as an artificer cantrip for you. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Whoa.
I transcribed these, so there will be a variety of spelling errors. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. So yeah,
All right.
V will tap the screwdriver, and it'll turn into a blacksmith's hammer. Spins it in his hand. Does the same thing, and this time it'll turn into a cobbler's hammer. Fascinating. Who did you kill to get this?
We would never kill an artist for their tools.
Right. Well, thank you. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome, V. And Fanara Selfina, as you call yourself.
You can just... Yeah. Hi, what's up?
There is the veiled figure comes up beside you and holds out the needle. Press this on your collarbone.
Like with the point?
Yes.
Oh. And Selfie will do it. Oh.
All right. If you look in your journal, Caspian's Ward.
Where's the journal?
The journal is the little newspaper icon.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hey, sweet. Okay, Caspian's Ward. A tattoo of an elk is tattooed into your skin. When you fight in combat, you feel the spirit of your closest friend. Smokey, stop.
Your closest friend, Smokey.
Small.
That's my cat. He's playing with the, the spring behind doors? He's pulling it and it's going brr, brr. When you drop to 0, it's 0 HP. Its spirit returns to you and restores to you to 1 HP. There's only one change in this item. Once it's expended, the tattoo loses its luster and eventually fades.
1 charge, sorry. Again, I transcribe these really fast. It's bad DMing. Okay, perfect. So you all see this beautiful white ink tattoo appear on Selfie's collarbone of an elk with its horns extended out towards her shoulders. Alrighty.
She'll look at this and be like, and kind of be a little reverent and then cover up because she's like, this is special and sacred and private.
Oh.
Okay. The one they call Carva.
Yes.
And the veiled figure hands out a needle. press it to your forearm.
She'll take the needle and she'll put it on her left forearm.
All right. Memoirs of the Lost. Oh, sorry, Memoirs of Lost. Let me fix that. Hee-hoo.
Ooh.
Can't spell.
The Memoirs of Loss. What a cool name.
Okay. Will I read it out loud?
Sorry. If you would like to, please ignore all my spelling and grammar mistakes.
There are no mistakes. Okay, Memoirs of the Lost. A tattoo of dwarven runes lay on your forearm. They tell a bitter tale of those whom you have lost. Channeling through this tattoo, you can cast the spell Healing Word, which is 1d4 plus 2. There are 2 charges in this item. At dawn, you can roll a 1d2 and gain back the total amount of charges.
Yo.
Healing!
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
All right. The rest of you may go. Sorry, go ahead.
Can I say that one of the dwarven runes is the letter B, so I can say I have a B tattoo?
Yeah.
B tattoo!
You have a B tattoo.
Yeah.
Yes!
All right. So you all hear the voice speak up again. You may all go. The one named Zigzil shall remain.
Oh.
The child. He waits outside for you all.
Sophie will look at Zig and be like, kind of look at him like, you're gonna be cool, right? And she's like, nah, he's tough. And she's gonna zip out to go see Zephyr.
Yeah.
All right. Kind of look around as everyone is I assume are all leaving now.
Yeah.
Well, this is disconcerting. What do you want?
You see that even the veiled figure walks out with the rest of the party, and it is just you and the speaker. It was declared and decreed that you two shall receive. And a singular scarred hand reaches out, and there is a needle in it, and a figurine made of wood.
I guess I'll take the needle and the figurine, and I want to. What is the figurine? I'll look at it.
The figurine is... Sorry. I'm trying not to... I've been waiting for so many weeks for this. The figurine is of you.
Whoa.
Of me.
Of you.
Is this? Can I look at the speaker? Is it Leighton?
There's still that sheer curtain there, but the hand's still extended. He is... Roll me an insight.
Ooh.
I guess is all I can say.
Come on, Nat 20.
I lost my character sheet. Hold on.
Oh, here-
Everyone panic.
Leighton, that you?
Papa?
That you?
Actually, no. Brother?
Brother?
Brother.
Brother!
Roll 20 is being weird. Hold on a second.
Take your time.
It's okay, the Nat 20 will wait. It's in there. It's waiting to come out.
Just take some time. Little bit.
Little
Baby,
bit of
in
Nat
the middle,
20
in the right.
It'll be just fine. But it'll be just fine.
Twitch, don't copyright strike us.
I would be.
Okay.
I was actually just checking my copyright strikes today. None. 0 copyright strikes.
So you said
Nerd.
insight?
Do you know how many
Insight.
strikes I have on YouTube?
How many?
Many.
Okay.
14.
With a 14. The thing you notice about this hand are the scars aren't from battle. It's from woodworking. See familiar nicks across the knuckles
Brother.
and the palm of the hand. Little scars that tell histories and stories. And you see the telltale signs, burn marks, long since scarred into this man's hand.
I guess I'll speak only one word. Leighton. And I'll try to get a look at him, I guess, if I can.
Do you want to pull back the curtain?
Yeah, slowly.
Okay. We're going to change up the music. This is too funky.
Yeah.
Let's do something different. Where you at? No. 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 No.
Come on, Kevin. Kevin. Kevin?
All right. You pull back the curtain. You see your brother standing there.
You're the
Eyes
speaker.
focused on you. And you ask, you are the speaker. Smallest nod of his head.
But how? Why?
When you left, it was decided I was to die. A small price to pay for the sins I've committed. But it was decided that my death should not be permanent. It was decided that my second chance would do good, restore balance and order.
That is
So, go ahead.
Are you even still my brother?
I am Layden. Just as you are Zigzil.
And I see you're still making these. And I hold the figurines. Some things never change.
Some don't. And he kind of looks at you with a wry smile. As if he's laughing at some joke that you haven't heard.
So, I get a needle too, huh?
Yes. It was decreed. I cannot tell you who, but know they have been with you for some time now. I do not have your trust, but I ask that you take a leap of faith.
Okay.
Press it above the pulse point of your arm.
That just happens to be where the old symbol is. The old branding. So I will kind of look at it and do just that.
Okay. You press a needle to your arm. You feel A prick. There is a draw of blood. Please do not judge me. I wrote this very quickly. In your journal. Visage of Vengeance.
A tattoo of a feather lies within your inner wrist. When you are attuned to this tattoo, others pierce you to have a dark aura.
Perceive.
Others perceive you to have a dark aura around you, which results in you to have expertise in your intimidation checks.
Nice.
This feather, bird feather, white but black at the tip, appears, covering your tattoo. You see Layden turns his arm, and there's one mirrored on his wrist.
Bird's feather.
Yes.
Are we both connected to the albatross?
Yes.
Well, thank you for this gift.
You say that. And again, there's that smile. Like there was a joke you haven't quite picked up on. Thank you. I'll be seeing you soon. I hope.
Good, I was hoping I had a strange feeling that this would be the last I saw you, but I look forward to seeing you again.
He nods his head. And there's a moment where his hand lingers out, as if he's deciding something. He draws it back and allows you to go.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, the rest of you, while this is happening, let's change this music. This is too sad for outside.
We need happy outside music.
Where's my beach party music?
Oh my god, Snapdragon.
All right, so you all walk outside, and guess who's out there? Your shitty son.
Yes, our
Zephyr!
shitty son.
You see Zephyr in the flesh, oily black hair splayed down the front of his forehead. He's got, the permanent teenager scowl on his face, and his arms are crossed in front of him. And there are two people standing next to him, and you see fucking tucked in his arms, goddamn bagpipes.
Yes. She's gonna look at him. She's gonna be like, "So, what'd you learn?"
Stop being so happy. He throws the bagpipes at you.
She'll take him back and be like, "You liked it, didn't you? I heard you improved a tiny bit." She'll go up to him and just kind of just look at him and be like, "I am happy you're okay."
Whatever. I don't care.
Do you want the bagpipes? Do you want to keep trying to play the bagpipes?
No.
Are you sure?
No. Stop.
So you're not sure?
You're embarrassing me.
Can I insight that? I want to know if he wants to keep the
Yeah.
bagpipes.
Yeah, me too.
Insight the teenager.
13.
Oh, 10.
Say Zixel, and this time you're having that conversation still. For you guys, this child is just utterly embarrassed. Just utterly embarrassed. Like you see he has this cool edgy aesthetic, and then like he had the fucking kilt patterned bagpipes in his hands, and it was definitely a thing of like, get this thing away from me. I need to be cool in front of these people. That's what you perceive. I would also say I would also say as all of this happens, you hear the veiled voice of one of the figures go, "It was decreed that this life is sworn to your service."
Well, sounds like you'll have to learn to play the bagpipes after all. And she's going to as loud as she can, and then just start playing them just for fun and be like, "This'll be you one day."
Do you play a Led Zeppelin song?
Oh, absolutely. Led Zeppelin for sure. Of course.
Jesus Christ.
I think Karu would pipe up, no pun intended, and say, I bet he
Take
did.
an inspiration for the pun.
Yes.
No. But I think Carva sees like his insecurity or like his embarrassment, and she'll try to do like the what do you call it? She wants to say like, I bet he didn't even try to learn to play the bagpipe. I bet he can't even like play a note, a single
I get
note.
what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even play a single note, can you?
No one asked you.
Sophie will
Anything.
stop and then look at Carva and wink like, "I get it." And she'd be like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what? I heard that it still wasn't that good." Ugh. So I mean, probably only tried for like 5 minutes, right? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Except
I
for-
bet he can't even get a note out of it.
Probably not. And then just she'll like kind of loosen her grip on it, real casual like.
Roll me deception check.
Oh boy. What do you think, Carva? Probably not even 5 minutes, right?
Can he even fill this whole bag up with his breath? Look
Oh,
how
his-
skinny he is.
His
He
lungs
can't-
are
he
so
can't.
small. 20.
First of all, I'm jacked, he says as he swipes the bagpipes. At this point, I would say, Zixel, you come out.
All right.
Does he try him? Does he play him for us?
He tries to fill it up, but his cheeks puff up a lot. It's not a lot of air getting in there. But he's got the spirit.
Oh, he's got the spirit. Selphie will chuckle and then go up and be like, all right. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. And fill it up with air really quick. She's got them singer lungs.
Ew, you touched it with your mouth. He throws it back at you.
She's gonna look at him and be like, yeah, and I touched it with my mouth before you got him too.
Ugh, gross. He fucking's looking at this veiled figure. You guys hear like the snide comment of like, "It's not too late. You could just kill me." But Zixel, you are out here now with the rest of your group. I would say at this point, the veiled figures kind of look up, and I would say you see one of them disappear into the shadows, and the other one kind of very gently does the face shove thing to Zephyr of just like shoving his face away and then leaving into the shadows as well. And I would say everyone would Carva, you would notice because you have the highest passive perception. The light from within that ramshackle hut, gone. As let's change this music. I see you guys in the chat. Please stop, I'm dying. You would all see or hear footsteps. Heavy footsteps. Cattail, no!
Sophie will probably like get close to Zephyr in like protective position. Must protect my insolent child.
My horrible, terrible child.
My horrible, terrible son must protect. But like she's seriously like, okay, we just got him back. Let's keep him safe.
Who's coming now? You hear these footsteps, and you see Zrock.
She's gonna run up to him. What are you doing here? You said you could. You said it wasn't safe for you.
Okay, it's not safe for me, but the fucking king and his guards all over the boat looking for you guys. What the fuck did you do?
We killed 3 people, but like
You killed 3 people?
We were
I thought you said you were gonna be low key.
We were trying. Okay, we got rid of Gavik. He's gone now. He's dead.
You fucking what?
Yes.
You need to go. You need to see the king in the morning. We all need to hide out. You need to go see the king in the morning. You just got to explain your case in a cool, calm, concise way.
We deliver justice.
Oh my god!
It's just gonna look at Zrock.
Yeah, I bet the king loves justice.
No!
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I've only heard 2 things about this king, and I can tell you he's not the kind to like justice. We're probably going to have to explain ourselves. If not, just get the hell away from the island as fast as possible.
Okay, Zrock, do you think... Well, where were we gonna hide then? You shouldn't be off the boat.
Okay,
Well, I guess you're safe now from, Oh no. Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh god!
Hey, there we go. Oh, yay.
Oh, we're back.
We got
Yay.
scared.
Sorry.
She's gonna kind of like get close enough just for Zrock to hear and just be like, I thought you were safe. I thought you'd be safer now that... She's like, I feel like you should be safer now that the Bronze Devils are probably breaking up at this point, but it's still not a good idea.
Bronze Devils?
Gavik was leading them.
Yeah, I know that he was lead. Listen, okay, we're all gonna talk about this after we all get some sleep. Who's this kid?
This is Zephyr. I let him borrow my bagpipes to learn. He's the kid that I mentioned. He's insolent, but
Right.
we
He's
like
a
him.
good kid. I think. Wait, you were training
He's
to be an
good,
assassin,
but very
right?
bratty. Yeah, Zephyr, what were you doing? Zephyr, get over here. This is Rock. Be polite.
Zephyr fucking is like looking around at all of you guys, and it's just definitely a thing of like, the fuck is happening? The fuck is happening? He just kind of wanders over because he's just like, I don't know what else to do in this situation. And fucking looks over at Zrock. Zrock is pretty much like towering above this kid. Fucking looks him up and down, looks him dead in the eye, and goes, I'd fucking cut you. And Zrock is just like, Jesus Christ.
Sophie's gonna look at Zephyr and be like, you're in for it now, asshole. And we're gonna have a talk later. You're going to play the bagpipes now, whether you like it or not.
No,
And
I'm
I know
not.
you like it. Yes, you do. And you're going to
Nuh-uh.
play them. Shut your mouth, or I'll
You
make
shut
you.
your mouth.
I never shut my mouth.
Good thing I never shut my mouth.
Sophie at this point will slap her hand over his mouth and be like, zip it. But she's gonna get real serious and she's gonna be like, you fucking apologize to Zrock right now. You're not
He
gonna
licks
cut
your
him.
hand.
I break my hand.
He licks your hand.
Ew.
Sophie does not care. She doesn't give a shit.
Damn, she's just keeping it there while he
she's
slobbers all
she's
over
gonna
it.
look at it. She's gonna look at it. She's gonna spit in her hand and then slap it back on his mouth.
mouth.
And he just jumps 3 feet back.
Apologize or I'll do it again in
No.
your sleep.
Zephyr, this is
Apologize, don't
first
do it in your
mate
sleep.
Zrock Hardfoot. He's in charge of this ship while we're not on it. And Zrock, this is the child we fell in love with.
Well,
Zrock is
we
just-
can't tell who's being more childish right now, and I just look directly at you, Selfie.
Sophie will look at you and just be like, yeah, well, at least I'm not jumping off of buildings.
Hey, don't bring the
Well, we
buildings
did
into
kill
this.
3 people from this kid, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes,
but they had it coming.
Zrock just fucking looks at this kid and just looks at you, V, and mouths 3 people.
Well,
It's
okay,
actually
let me
more than 3
double-
people.
Technically we killed probably more close to like 15 or so people if we add up the total tally, but
I mean, well,
Again,
and again,
I want to
it
stress
could have
they
been,
all
like,
had it coming.
they all had it coming, and it could have been like at 18. Oh, we can't go to that. Which place was it again? We can't go to that bar. We have to go to the high end one if we're gonna stay here because I cannot see those.
Oh,
guys again.
the broken oar?
Was it
Or
the broken
wait,
arm?
no, you
The-
mean the plush pillow? That is the nice bar. Wait, you
No,
don't want to
no,
go
she
skiing
means-
again?
She means the two guys that are getting ready for her.
Oh,
Getting
yeah, that's the
tickled
broken
hippo.
ore. Yeah, we don't
Tickled
want to.
hippo.
Yes, and Sophie will be like, anywhere but the tickled hippo. Anywhere but there.
Good call.
And I don't want to
Right.
go back to the broken ore. The bartender there scares me.
Okay, fine. We'll get to the plush pillow. None of you do anything attention getting.
Sophie is gonna look at him and be like,
Have you looked at
Especially
us?
you.
what do you mean,
Also-
especially me?
All right, everyone, just hold hands.
Sophie will
Like,
immediately grab his hand.
Bridget
Immediately.
will grab his other
She's
hand.
ready for this. She's like, yes, an excuse.
Everyone, quick,
Okay.
hold hands.
Everyone, I assume, holds hands.
He just
and
like
you
takes a
guys.
step back. Is like, nope, I'm not being involved in this madness. Just get the hell out of here.
Hold hands. And you guys go to the plush pillow.
Yay.
Out of all the people in this party, I'm the least likely to blow. Well, okay, maybe not, but still.
Oh, also,
Yeah,
Zrock, Doc is going to be coming by later.
It sounds like she knows you,
Doc?
unfortunately. I'm really sorry. I didn't know she knew you, but then she said,
She didn't tell you any stories, right?
I told her to shut her
She
fucking
told
mouth.
us stories about Zigzil. She didn't say anything
Yeah,
about
lots
you
of
other
stories
than,
about Zigzil.
You know, she knew
Well, she
you.
tried to say something about you, and then I told her to shut her fucking mouth. And she did. I thought you would
Okay.
appreciate that.
Yep, that's great. Anyways,
Okay, good.
don't ask about bourbon. Anyways, let's go.
Sophie's gonna like kind of as they're walking, she's gonna pull him and be like, "What's about bourbon? What's that?"
I
about?"
said don't ask about it,
Zrock,
and
I'm
we are
asking you to
going.
Tell me.
Well, now we
He
want to ask about
ignores
it.
you for the rest of the time. This is definitely maybe you talk to Doc about this.
Whoa, eyebrow waggle. Okay.
Yep. All right. So, anyways, you guys get to the plush pillow. Easy enough. Zrock gets you in for free. The hobgoblin
Shit.
like sees him. He sees her.
She's alive.
She like there's definitely like a nod of some sort of agreement as you all are let in.
Like sexy agreement?
Aki hooks y'all up with a room. And yeah. You all get to sleep for the night. Is there anything you guys want to do before you go to bed?
Well, there is one thing I want to do.
Oh,
Sure.
I also need to split the money. Everyone
Yeah.
gets 60 gold pieces.
Can I borrow 2 gold from someone? Because I need exactly
You can
100
borrow
gold.
2 from Selfie because if you tell
Excellent.
her about it, she'll say that's a good investment.
Yeah. We were like discussing this on Discord. And before we go, V is going to look for let's see, what precisely was the component for it again? Sorry, I took the page off like a dumbass. I need a gem or a crystal worth 100 gold.
Ruby?
We
one of
have.
the rubies
Hold on, let me
Sapphire?
double check. Let me double check what we have.
Hold on, if that's the case, if we have rubies here, then I might actually not need to do that.
Hold on a second. Let me look at what we have. We have 2 rubies and 1 sapphire.
Would either of those suit for the core of a homunculus servant, Tori?
It would. It's
Then-
almost like they were all given to y'all on purpose.
Whoa!
Ah.
Then V will not ask for 2 gold. He'll instead ask, could I have the ruby, or sorry, the sapphire, as my payment from the gold amount?
So instead, we
Well, I
keep all
assume-
the gold, and you
Well,
want.
I don't need the gold for anything. I do
Oh.
need that sapphire.
All right. I think that's fine. Anyone else opposed?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
The silver, the sapphire, and the bronze. Oh, this is going to be good.
She'll pass it off.
And like,
That means
V just-
everyone adds 12
Yeah,
to the previous 60.
I'll consider like my cut of the gold, like the payment for actually getting the sapphire. And V will then be spending the rest of his evening building something, and I'll tell you guys
Alright.
what it is in the morning.
His 60 splits 4 ways by 15.
Oh, you're right. My bad. 15 then.
All right. So you're gonna build that, and I think this is a good place to stop. Unless you guys want to push for another hour.
I think I'm good.
I can do this literally. I have literally all day left, so I am always good to go.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, if there's more to do, we can go for another hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connie?
Yep, I'm good for that.
Very well. So we're gonna fast forward to next morning then, if there's nothing else anyone wants to do. I will say, and this is just for flavor, Zrock has brought everyone from the Heart of the Sky to the bar. You see Calston drinking with Zrock. He seems to be really happy and chipper. He is drinking this like really watered down ale, and he's just happy to be there and have friends. You see Zrock, and just everyone seems to know Zrock in the bar by name, which is weird. And then Zephyr is drinking a chocolate milk in the corner of the bar, and he just looks pissed about it. And the rest of you guys kind of enjoy this like evening with drinks and this hearty meal. You see that the Jewel of the Sky is not performing tonight. And when you guys inquire to Aki about it, she says that it's her night off. She went to go visit a friend.
Sophie will probably look at Zrock and be like, can I? Can I?
Can you what?
Can I perform? You said not to draw attention, and it's very hard. Look at me, but can I perform?
Fine.
What do you want to hear?
Don't blow the roof off.
I won't blow the roof off. It's special. Okay, what do you want? You get a special request.
He looks over at Zephyr in the corner of the bar. So this is gonna piss him off? Let Zephyr.
He does actually seem to enjoy it, but do you want bagpipes then?
Yeah.
She's gonna look at Zrock and be like, "Ooh, you're the best," and she'll do Led Zephyr bagpipe covers.
Awesome. All right. So before we go any further, hey Corvant, play the hell out of Skies of Arcadia Legends, and you stay awesome as well.
Fuck
We
yeah.
appreciate you. Okay. So we're gonna fast forward through the night. Everyone but Selfie has to pay for their rooms. The room is about
V as well, right? Oh no, never mind. I forgot I performed. Okay.
you performed. So the room cost and for the room and the drinks and the meals is about a 1 gold piece. So very steep, I know. But now we are going to fast forward to the next morning. V, do you want to unveil my new greatest nightmare?
Okay, when V steps out of his room, he is going to have a bronze-coated mechanical owl sitting on his shoulder. It's a tiny creature, so it's probably about the size of his open palm, just resting on his shoulder, just looking about with these two glowing blue eyes. One of them, or they both appear to be the sapphire that he had acquired, cut in half and then reshaped to fit in the eyes of this little owl creature. It makes no sound, but it does seem able to fly. And V will be testing it in the morning as well. We're guiding it to various places. When it flies, its wings open. It doesn't really flap as fast as an owl's would, but it seems as though there is some sort of air being pushed down from underneath the owl, like some sort of light booster to keep this thing aloft. And Tori, since I know we talked about this, V is also going to practice with his turret by summoning it and having the owl carry it around for him.
Excellent.
So now I
Yep.
have a mobile flamethrower.
This is my new horrible fucking nightmare.
Yo!
A mobile flying flamethrower.
Hate my life.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Fun fact,
Alright.
I don't need to have a bonus action to make it move on its own. It can move without me giving it a bonus action.
So
It's really
my
cool.
sweets.
Ooh.
You'll be able to cook potatoes from 50 feet away.
It's true.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what you all see. I'm gonna kind of fast forward us along, but definitely like I want you guys to have your reactions. I just ask that we save it until after this next talk because this next talk's gonna get a little tricky. I'm gonna tell everyone in the chat, just really gently and nicely, we have a new feature in the Danbuck store, which is you can pay to give someone in the party inspiration. When you pay to do that, you will also give an enemy combatant somewhere in the world inspiration. So that is a new feature in the Danbuck store. Just so y'all know, as Rock turns to you guys and says, "Don't ask me how. I got you an appointment with the king. Just be very respectful to him. No one yell at him." And he's staring at Selfie.
Sophie will be like, okay, I won't, I promise. And she's gonna look, but like give him a, how the fuck are you doing this look? And we're definitely going to talk later.
All right, just go there. Tell them that Rock sent you. You'll be fine.
Sophie will look at him and be like, okay, but you have explaining to do later, okay?
Sure. And he kind of ushers you guys along, and you all are going to head to the castle. With heading to the castle, you notice that the first thing you notice upon entering the castle ward is the cobblestone courtyard. There is really not a lot of streets in New Haven, but the courtyard itself is made of cobblestone. And sitting in this cobblestone courtyard, raised up on a hill, is this castle that is made of stone. And standing right at the top of the stairs to the castle is a statue made of gold with the inlays of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, diamonds, any precious stone that you can think of in the statue, and it remains untouched. You see that there are these guards standing in metal armor in front of the doors, and they kind of look at you all appraisingly because, I mean, you guys don't look like you're from around these parts. They just kind of eye you. I imagine you guys say Zarok sent us, all that good stuff, right? They do. They kind of nod in recognition, and without a fight, let you through, and you are ushered into the castle through the main entrance hall to a variety of chambers, and you are eventually brought to a sitting room. The sitting room itself has this like Baroquean style wallpaper. It's got like the fainting couch in the fucking corner. There's like this big oak bookshelf filled with a variety of books. And you see that there is this glass bowl. And sitting in the glass bowl is just a shit ton of gold pieces. Instead of it, being like filled with lemons or pine cones, it's just gold. We're going to change the music here.
Ooh.
I've been waiting for so long for this. Oh, where is your music? Where is it? Where is it? Shit. Is this it? No.
That doesn't sound like king music.
It doesn't sound like king music at all.
Ooh,
Perfect.
This is king music.
So you all sit and wait, and an hour passes, then another. And I imagine by the time that you guys are like, fuck this, we are getting out of here, the doors on the far end of the room, these double doors, burst open, and a little gnome comes waddling in. He goes, "Now announcing His Majesty, the King." and in walks a green dragonborn wearing opulent silken robes, today embroidered with a bunch of floral prints. He has this golden, the little circlet hanging crowns? Gold. And there are sapphires and rubies and emeralds and topaz, any, again, precious gem that you can think of embedded in the circlet. He's wearing these gold bangles. He's wearing these beautiful rings, head to toe covered in jewelry and gold. As he kind of slides in and sits down. Well, you're the ones causing all the trouble around here. It is so good to make your acquaintance. I am the king. And you all are the crew of the Heart of the Sky, is that not? How exciting.
So you've heard of us?
Oh, I know very well of your exploits. You know, there's a rule that there's no killing on my island.
Oh, well, you didn't seem to have too much trouble when Gavik was doing it.
He looks at you, and he's got this gives you a little chuckle. Gavik didn't get caught.
Well, technically
I
that's
wouldn't
not
say
true.
that we did either.
Also, that's technically not true. He got caught by us.
Exactly.
The way I
True.
see it, we solved a problem of yours. Also, it's good to finally see where all the wealth of New Haven goes.
Oh dear. This is going to get worse and worse.
He's got this grin on his face, and anyone who wants to may insight.
I'm going to insight because I'm interested in
Nice.
seeing how close we are to dying.
I want
That is
inside his
six.
mouth.
23.
17.
Okay?
15.
Okay. Selfie and Zigzil, this makes sense that you guys load roll. I feel like there's a righteous anger within you guys.
Yes.
Good. And I would say Carva and Digit, you're like, he's smiling a lot, but it's not reaching the eyes. That's unsettling. V, there is a line that you guys are getting dangerously close to.
He will, lower his voice to the rest of the party. Hey, lighten up on the sass. But I don't particularly feel like getting killed today.
Sophie will look at V and almost roll her eyes, but then sigh like, alright, my anger is getting the best of me. And she'll just kind of, not a full nod to be obvious, but kind of like a looking down nod, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really give a reaction to that. I'm just kind of just looking at the king.
Well then,
Oh, we're in his
tell
house.
me, who asked you to do this?
Sophie's just gonna look at him and not say a single fucking word.
Snitches get stitches.
And he's calculating whether or not to do it. Well,
We weren't so much asked to do it. We were caught in a tricky position.
Oh?
yes.
Roll me a deception check.
Could V offer
Technically, it's a
assistance by saying-
persuasion check. It's true.
Oh, that's true. If you think it's true, then yes. And yes, V, you can always give
Ooh.
advantage.
He's going to be saying this by saying he's hurt more than one of us on more than one occasion and kidnapped one of our friends. Again, true
Alrighty.
statement.
Sophie will throw in the fact that we almost died defending ourselves from an attack. And
Okay.
she will be specifically speaking about Carva and the fireball incident.
I mean,
Gavik was hunting me personally,
All right.
so you could say it was
I was-
self-defense.
I was going for live mission, but thinking back on it, I guess we were kind of asked to do this. So DM, it's up to you. What am I rolling here?
I would say deception, advantage, and +5 because there's a lot of reasons here why this happened.
Oh, damn!
+5,
Nice.
so 26. Alrighty.
I'm
He
sure we can
smiles.
pull the wool over this guy's eyes.
He smiles, but there's a little crinkle in the corner of his eyes. Oh, I'm very aware of that. Interesting. So, you went to go and save your friend. All of you did. How noble. True heroes. Tell me, why is it, heroes, that you're on my island?
One is actually significantly easier to explain.
Hmm.
I take it you are aware of the situation in Dire.
Dire. Oh, Zola's little swamp.
Yes, well, turns out that little swamp was nearly cast out from the sky. There are people hunting the sky stones.
Oh no. How terrible. Please tell me Zola is okay.
Can Sophie do insight on this?
Yes.
I don't even
I mean,
know
it
you
feels
are.
obvious,
I was
but...
about ready to.
I'll
Yeah,
I'll
go
do
ahead.
a
God
dog
damn
pile
it,
on this one.
8!
I-
Fuck!
You guys can always call like insight to me during this conversation specifically. It's really
Yeah, he-
funny because I have a
he
bunch of
does
my
not
Monday
care.
game people in here, and as they know, you just gotta call out insight or it's never getting done.
I
There's
know
not a
it's su-
pause.
I know it's super annoying, but sometimes you just gotta insight after insight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I don't even need to roll inside. He doesn't give two shits.
Selfie, Digit, Carva, yeah, you get the same fucking energy that V's giving right now. Like, oh, this guy doesn't give a fuck. Zixel with a 24. He's asking about Zola specifically. And you see a gleam in his eye. Not malicious,
Objectively.
but wanting of something. How is Zola?
She's fine.
Roll me a deception.
He's
I
alive.
mean, our statue's fine. We're fine.
Zola is not fine. Statue Zola's doing great.
I think technically she is alive.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear. I do hope we can have another one of our get-togethers soon.
But anyway, to the point of why we were actually here,
Mm.
we found a lead leading us to the perpetrators to this island.
Oh.
Yes. Apparently someone is spreading anchor corruption. Not
Well,
only...
that's awfully naughty.
Indeed. And we found
Insight.
a couple of people doing that as well on this island. Turns out
Oh,
Gavik was one of
no.
them.
12? Naughty.
be-
It seems like this anchor corruption thing is like, that's cute. That's
Could be
funny.
also...
Do you think
well,
that's a problem? Go
Jesus
ahead.
Fucking Christ, that guy.
Damn it, natural
Oh
one. He's too
no,
busy speaking.
Liam.
He's too busy speaking.
I think you're busy trying to steer the conversation. I would say you would note that there's something tricky about this guy. Everything he does seems like is a guise for something else.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll an insight because I think that he's actually inviting all of this into his city, and he
Okay.
might be involved in trying to get to the Sky Stones. Actually, so
Okay.
Ooh, bold accusation.
I'm
I mean, we
suspecting that
saw
as
the
well, but-
statue out front.
19. With a 19, he definitely seems interested in the Sky Stones, but I'm gonna let V finish his thing, and then I'll get back to you. I promise.
V
So you
is
said
definitely-
they're trying to bring it to your island,
yeah,
correct?
yes. It's very likely that they are also going to go after your Skystone as well.
And you see for the first time a crack in the smiling face of the king, as his mood quickly turns dour. Well, that is very naughty. Who is after my Skystone?
That is the primary question we're still trying to answer.
And Zigsil, whatever grand plot seemed to be happening in Dire, with a 19, you get a hint of a feeling, but you can't be certain. The king would not do anything that would risk his stone.
All right.
Take that as you may.
I think Selphie will grow tired of this conversation and will she'll think back on what Zrock said, and she's going to grin and bear it and just be like, well, my majesty, your majesty.
King is fine.
All right, King. What exactly have you brought us here for, or requested our presence here for?
Well, seems like someone you know called in a favor with... He looks over at the gnome, who is sweating profusely. Like, think overworked intern sweat through shirt energy.
Yeah.
Baby.
And he looks over at V. So you don't know who's trying to take my stone. But you said someone's trying to do something naughty in my island. I assume this is Gavik, and that's why you killed him in service of me, your glorious king.
We will take a moment to read this conversation and say, yes, of course.
What a fitting tribute. Very well, Gavik is dead, and that property can be sold off easy enough. I suppose I should reward you for your services to me. He snaps his finger, and the gnome, bolts over. Get my small chest. That should be enough. And the gnome bolts away, leaving just a trail of sweat behind him. And he looks at the rest of you all appraisingly. Very well. Well, unless you have any more information for me, I will reward you and you may leave.
Sophie's
most
not
gracious.
going to say anything. She's just going to stay completely deadpan, just zero expression. Almost like
He will-
negative expression.
People, it's at this point that V actually, it's really strange. Normally he's, very casual, but he puts on, another mask, in a sense. It's you're very gracious, my king.
I think I like you the best. You mouth the least. Tall cat parade!
Here we go. Short tall cat parade break.
The
You guys
chest is
loving the
carried by-
king so far?
All right, the parade
I
is
hate
done.
this guy. I want to kill him.
Good. Hey, chat, what do you guys think of the king? Do you think he's neat?
Oh, I'm
King
absolutely
cool.
going to this guy, but
I'm
I
just
have to be
saying, when I said
calculating
earlier
right now.
we should kill him, I'm not regretting that now.
He's
Oh, we
about to
should
pay
kill him,
us,
but
though. He's gonna pay us.
It's the thing. We should kill him, but at the moment, we can't kill him.
I know.
Yeah.
Plus, I
He's
mean,
surrounded by guards in metal armor. So
Yeah, that is not something to take lightly.
and he's in charge of the
no.
Skystone for this island. So, at
So we
the very
imprison
least,
him and make him keep the island up, or else he dies.
I feel like that's going to be even harder than killing him.
Yeah, that is a very, very tall order, no matter what.
Oh, I'm just so mad at him.
All right, so returning to it.
is this guy the Jeff Bezos of Skyheart?
Shh, Jeffrey Bezos. Anyways, so the gnome returns, the unnamed gnome, and he comes in lugging. The king said the small chest. This chest is as big as this gnome.
Whoa.
Yeah, I figured. That was
That's
God.
horrible. He must be having such a hard time.
And the king kind of waves his hand, and you all notice like his fingernails are manicured, and they're these black talons with like little gold inlays. And the gnome opens the chest, and inside is 1,200 gold.
Yo!
Okay.
It was a small service, so you will get a small reward. Well then, if there is nothing else, I must go. I have a kingdom to govern. And, he stands up and definitely purposefully turns back to look over his shoulder and goes, "Tell Ola that I cannot wait for her to meet me." And he smiles. And he leaves. He leaves you with the unnamed gnome who's just looking at you guys. His fucking coiffed hair still perfectly in place, but the rest of him just sweat. Well, yes, thank you for your visit. The guards will escort you out. Have a nice time in New Haven.
Sophie's gonna look at this poor
Pleasure.
soul and be like, thank you.
Yeah.
We will.
And maybe just be like, you should take a rest. I'm just saying.
He probably doesn't have that option.
He does not have that option.
Pretend to die, anything.
I-
Just fake your own death. Get out. You look tired.
That man was a member of the Arcane Consulate?
Yep.
Sophie's just gonna give a big sigh and look at the chest and be like, well, we'll split this.
I'm just
Let's
gonna look.
get it out of
Kinda,
here.
I'm gonna kind of just look at the chest for a minute and look at the rest of the group. It's like, why do I get the feeling that we're taking blood money?
Because we technically are.
And it's 240 gold each.
For the record, to get it out of here, V will put the gold into his bag of holding, and then once we're out of this building, it's just for transportation purposes, because we can't carry that chest easily.
Yeah. Just because I saw this in the chat and I think it's hilarious. As you guys are leaving, you pass a fish tank. All the fish have gold crowns.
Yay!
Thank you, Borg Pork. Super good. But yeah, everywhere you guys look, extravagance, opulence, it's over the top, gaudy, almost, in just how
Almost.
gilded everything is. I would say almost. I say almost, but there's a certain old world charm to this. Carva and Selfie reminds you of the style of the Down Below.
Sophie's gonna be disappointed because it's exploitation of the people, but it's beautiful, but fuck, why?
What kinds of things, if Carver looked around, are items that would remind her of the Down Below? What kinds of things are there?
There's little puzzle boxes in the style of the Down Below. Different paintings, all sorts of silly little trinkets. The style of the molding, the way that the doors are set in kind of a oval shape, all of that.
Okay.
It's a monument to old power.
Yep.
Yep.
I assume we
Is
get
the-
out as quick as we can.
Is the gnome guy still around, or did he?
Oh yeah, he's
he escorting us to the
following.
door, or-
He's escorting you guys with the guards to the door. Yeah, he's around.
I would want to thank him for helping us out, and say, thank you so much. What's your name?
My name is Timberlake, and I am more than happy to timber Lake.
Oh, I thought it was Timberlake.
I like Timberlake more. Timberlake.
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 Justin.
And I'm more than happy to be at the service of the king and his guards. Also, I owe Zorak a few favors.
You know Zorak.
Sylvie will
Yes.
perk up at this and listen in.
We're old pals. But if there's anything else I can do for you, I could set up a future appointment with the king. The next opening's in 4 months.
Sophie will lean in and be like, no, that's fine. Tell me about this. How do you know Strog?
We're old friends. You know, back when I used to not be the respectable gentleman I am.
Are we talking to the future ship steward?
Stop. Stop poaching NPCs. We have enough.
We do. Sophie's gonna raise her eyebrows at this and be like, He's quite these days now as well, I assume you know.
Sorry, you cut out. Could you say that again?
He's quite respectable nowadays. As well, wouldn't you say?
Zrock?
Sure.
I wouldn't know. I don't keep up with old pals. I'm really busy these days.
Sounds like you could both use a vacation. And she's just getting a nanny, like, haha, time for jokes. And then she'll just pull back and be like, okay, but this guy might get killed. Be like, you could both use a vacation, I think.
Yeah, it seems like you work very hard for the king.
Yeah. Don't worry, he's allowing me some time off in 2 years.
That's not soon enough. And Sophie's going to feel the rage within her, but then stifle it.
What do you think you'll do on your vacation?
Well, it's a whole 3 hours, so I was thinking about sleeping in.
Sophie's gonna stand up and be like, we will return one day. We will return one day.
Do appointments fill up quickly? Maybe we should take that 4-month appointment before it, disappears.
They
Oh,
do.
it was 4 years. It was 4 years.
Oh, 4 months.
Oh, it was 4 months? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His vacation is in 2 years.
Pencil us in
Yeah.
for 4 months, same time.
Yeah.
I think that'll work for us.
Same time, it will have to be in the fish room, which is just a huge aquarium, but the inside is hollowed out so you can meet. The king likes to go in there and watch the fish. They amuse him.
That's actually really cool.
Is it because they're wearing crowns?
Oh, not these fish. They're wearing other things. Top hats and jester hats. He thinks it's silly.
Question, how do you get the hats on the fish?
I'm very like this for a reason.
Oh, that's not
Go and
Oh,
put
that's
the
not
hats on
magic. Those
each
are
of the fish.
physical hats.
Oh, no.
I mean, I thought as a member of the Arcane Council he could magic the hats on. He has you put them physically
He
on each
prefers
fish?
me do it. He says I do it better.
Not because he can't do it, it's because he finds the idea of the gnome putting hats on fish funny.
That's the most evil thing I've ever heard.
Sophie, deep down, will also find this incredibly amusing because deep down, she is kind of horrible.
So what do you think will become of Gavik's territory now that he's gone?
Oh, likely the king will sell it to the next highest bidder. He likes to keep competition in New Haven. He says it's good for the economy.
Ew.
Oh, okay. Well, who do you think is the next highest bidder?
Who knows? There's always strange groups cropping out of the woodwork. You know, there was woman here earlier. She was inquiring about some territory. Seven Swords old territory. Her and the king got into a debate about something. I don't know, she stormed out of here. Pretty woman, though. Gold eyes.
Was she wearing a blue bandana?
No. She was wearing this very nice dress. Purple sash.
Oh.
That motherfucker.
Sophie's gonna look at him and be like, what was her hair like?
It's weird that you say that. It's this red color. I haven't seen it around in a while.
That bastard.
Purple sash, huh?
Sophie's going to be like, wouldn't happen to be a little tan, would she?
Come to think of it, yeah. She was.
Looks kind of
Wait,
like a sly woman. Had some secrets, maybe.
I wouldn't judge any of the king's guests. That's
No, I
below.
don't mean, no,
that's above
not-
me.
And she's gonna look at him and be like, "You're safe here, you know.
How
You
far
can
above you
talk."
was she?
What would you consider
Quite.
to be what would you consider to be a high bid on such a property?
Well, heard of some territories going for like 100,000 gold.
Yeah, that's a fair price.
Sophie will kind of choke at this a little bit on her spit, just like.
Wait, how many zeros is that?
And she'll look at
Zero,
Five.
zero,
five.
0, 0,
It's
0.
5 zeros.
And we didn't search Gavik's place nearly well enough. Probably
So
way
we
more
need to go
gold
back.
somewhere in there.
It's also very possible that he spent all the money on buying the property and thus had none left to steal.
Yeah. You didn't have any, like, bullion. It was all solid assets.
Yeah. And I would say you guys would know with your previous history checks that everyone in New Haven also pays tithes to the king.
Yeah.
So on top of purchasing this property, he's like, and here's money.
The property tax is atrocious.
Oh yeah, it's a nightmare. Killer, one might say.
Okay. And Sophie's just gonna keep kind of walking along, like, all right, Jesus Christ.
I suddenly have the urge to like raise money to buy this property.
I feel that.
I
I
don't
feel
think
that.
we have. I don't think we have the means to do
Yeah.
that. Though. That's
Not yet.
100,000's a lot of gold. I don't know that.
yeah.
Long-term goals. Long-term goals.
Yeah,
We-
10,000 is a lot of gold.
need-
100,000 is
we need a
exponentially.
presence.
All right, but you guys get to the door, and I think Timberlick just goes, "Thank you for joining the King's Castle. Here are your gift bags." Hands you all gift bags.
Oh.
Inside, you find a quill and a little ink pot. The ink pot has the visage of the king imprinted on it, painted by hand, probably by Timberlick.
Oh.
You see a little pad that says the King's Castle at the top with the parchment. And there is also mouthwash.
Oh. They're just gonna go over to Timberlick and he's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and he's gonna say, "I appreciate everything you do. The work you do here has value, and I want you to know you're loved."
He just straight up sobs. Just has a full mental breakdown in front of you.
There, let it all out. It's okay.
All right. But with that, I feel like this is a really great place for us to stop. I would say you guys next time can pick up with just finishing any loose ends you have in New Haven and starting on your journey to, it sounds like, Tri-Capital.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah, but I never want D&D to end, but it has to because time.
It always has to.
Yeah.
Time is passing.
I would like to thank you all for coming in today. This was really fun. I know this is a very RP heavy session, but thank you all for coming in. Thank you all in the chat for your suggestions. They are all hilarious. Goat!
Go!
They're all hilarious. And we will see you next time. Dandrew, do you want to take it away?
I do. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. We should raid somebody. We should think about raiding somebody. Who do we want to raid? Hold up. Let's go to twitch.tv and see who's
Is
Who's-
Retro Greg streaming?
Oh shit. I don't think he is. He usually streams during the afternoon. He's a noon.
Some
time
gals
streamer.
are on, I think.
Oh fuck, if the Some Gals are still on. Oh yes, they are. All right, let's go raid the Some Gals. They're playing a horror game, so it's real spooky. But we're gonna go Some Gals and a game. But once again, thank you all so much for joining us on our wild and wacky Dungeons and Dragons adventure. I'll be back next Friday with some kind of video game. I don't know what. And then the Friday after that, we will be playing more Dungeon Dargons. So we're going to end the stream the way we usually end the stream. with a good night and a goodbye. Fuck. Ugh.